Gasoline is proudly brought to you by Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors. I'm Michael Curson, producer, creator of Gasoline. Hope you enjoy.
Well, yet another beautiful 69 fastback Mustang here. Can't get enough of these things. This is Jeff Elliott here, the owner. Tell us all about the car, mate.
Oh yeah, well it came out from the States. We bought it about 10 years ago, I suppose. Hadn't been on the road since '82. Come out of Long Beach, out of the naval base there. It came out in a Mexican paint job yellow. We totally stripped the car. Boys helped me pull it all apart and sent it off to be panel beated and sprayed up. Had the motor all done up, and we just put it together. I was struggling with time, so a mate of mine put in a lot of effort. Brian Terry, he put it all together for us, and this is the first day on the road since *82. So,
unbelievable, mate. Tell us about that motor.
It's a 428. It's a Q code, so it's non-Romeo. The motor was sort of in pretty shonky shape when we got it, but it's totally original, matching numbers car. Had it all rebuilt. It's putting out about 400 horsepower. We didn't go to an extreme on it. Put a bit of a cam in it. Put new heads, new manifolds on it, new carby, etc. MSD ignition. It goes well. Yeah, we've done a few skids on it.
So it's effectively been 30 years before this car has seen the daylight and been on the road.
Yeah, basically. Hasn't been driven since California. So yeah, in '82. Yeah.
And what's the colour? It's
called Gulfstream Aqua. Yeah, it's a standard X69 colour. Yeah, so it came up really well too. Really happy. Also, the bonnet's got black with gold metal flake through it. So we added our own touches to the cars we went through, but basically tried to keep it concourse, but add our own, make it our own car really.
Well, fantastic, mate. Yeah. Good job. Well done, boys. I'm glad you liked the show and you've done a great job on the car. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries. Thanks heaps.
Thank
Good
you.
on you.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Yep. Cheers.
Gasolene!
Well, I found a 67 fastback Mustang here that's caught my eye. Got that classic look about it with a bit of retro happening too. With Michael Scicluna here, mate. Tell us about the car.
Yeah, well, it took about 3 years to build, right? And Muscle Car Factory built the car. And yeah, it's been a good ride.
She's got a big 427 under the hood.
427 fuel injected. Yeah, 5-speed Tramac, 4-link rear end, 9-inch. Yeah.
Awesome. And there's nothing like 8 trumpets to get that heart racing, is there?
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Induction noise must sound absolutely sensational.
Yeah. You don't need a radio in it, that's for sure. Yeah.
Do you drive the car much at all?
Weekends, yeah, nice days. Yeah.
What sort of horsepower does the engine have? Has it been dynoed at all?
Yeah, it's probably around the 540, around there. Yeah.
So she's a 427 side oiler, the early style.
Yep. 427 side oiler.
Should have plenty of torque.
Yep, plenty of torque.
Good stuff. And do you drive it much at all?
Yeah, weekends, nice days like today. Yeah, no, it's all good.
You'd be mad not to.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
Good stuff, mate. Well, thanks very much for talking to us.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ta.
Well, we're back at the Mustang Motorsport stand again with Craig Dean here. Now, Craig, this machine behind us looks like a wild piece of machinery. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, we thought we'd hide it behind the Mustangs actually, but it's a bit hard to hide. It's a F-150 Raptor. It's Ford's ultimate tough truck, I guess you'd call it. Very, very popular. It's designed to shoot across the bush roads and all those things at 100 mile an hour basically.
And tell us about the power plant in this car and how does it drive?
It's a 6.2 litre modular single overhead cam V8. Produces 411 horsepower. It runs a 6-speed auto transmission. You can't get a manual in this car, but it's just beefed up Fox suspension, but very luxury inside. It's like a car inside, but just one hell of a off-road tough truck.
So for anyone that wants an off-road machine or they want to tow a horse float or a caravan, it'd be perfect for that sort of thing, wouldn't it?
It's perfect for that, or even a fifth wheeler you could tow behind this. Yeah.
Or a race car.
Now you're talking.
Thanks for talking to us, Craig. Great machine.
Thank you.
And don't forget, viewers, to look up the all-new Shannons Club. Shannons Club is a huge site. It's like a hub for enthusiasts. You jump on there. You can start your own garage, put pictures of your cars up there, stories of your cars, videos, you name it. You'll see people like myself on there, Jim Richards. Click onto our garages and check out some of our machines and some of our past machines. It's an incredible site. It's growing every day, so get onto it and have a ball.
Down to 150-piece set, $5 a ticket. Come and see us at the Rapid Ticket.
See you, Charlie.
Well, I found a couple of absolutely spectacular 65 fastback Mustangs here. The very lucky owner here, Mark Cowan. Mark, two beautiful cars. Tell us about them. Tell us about this black one here first.
Oh, thank you. The black car is a K-code. It's a genuine K-code car. It came out of Texas, and it was restored about 3 years ago by the vice president of the Texas Mustang Club of America. He took it back to bare metal and redid the drivetrain as well. I wasn't actually intending buying this car, but when I saw it advertised for sale, I just thought the colour combination with the black and the white interior in a fastback and a K-code. So I jumped on a plane and went to Perth and bought it, which is where I got it from.
I don't blame you, mate. And for the viewers out there that don't know what a K-code is, it's a genuine 271 horse engine, solid camshaft, all sorts of goodies. Tell us a bit more about the K-code thing.
Yeah, there wasn't many of them made. They back in the day, they used to charge you, I think, $200 to get a K-code more, and this was the first year that they put them in the Mustang, the 65, which was really the start of the fastbacks as well, and they were really well sought after, and they're just a real fun car to drive. They're really lively. They come with things like disc brakes in them, which is good, helps them stop. So they're lots of fun, and they sound good, they go good, and they're just a real pleasure to own.
Now that factory solid camshaft in these K-code engines, are they fairly lumpy or fairly sedate in the idle?
They've got a bit of lump to them. They've got the solid lifters, so you can hear a bit of action going on there. And it's good fun to drive. This one's got some headers on it, the same as the Shelby GT350. It's got the what they call the tri-Y headers. And the K-code is the motor, the same motor that they put in the Shelbys.
So that was the base engine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So Ford used to ship the K-code Mustangs to Shelby American to get the Shelbys made.
Incredible, isn't it? Tell us about this other Mustang behind us here, your other fastback.
All right, that was my first one. That started the hobby, or the disease, whichever one it is. And that's a really nice car. That's an A-code, which is the model down in terms of the motor, but it's a factory GT, and it's a terrific car. It's been in the country since the early 60s or the mid 60s. It was owned by a lady who was a water ski champion, and then it was rotisserie restored in 1997. So the paint job on it's 15 years old. It's won lots of awards. It's been in magazines, and it's my favourite one because it's my first.
Fantastic, mate. Well, thanks so much for talking to us. Two beautiful cars. I'm very envious.
Thanks, Glenn. Good on you. Cheers.
Thank you. Well, we're here with Luke Peterson and his absolutely immaculate 66 GT Mustang convertible. Luke, beautiful car, mate. Tell us about it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a 66 GT A-code, genuine A-code convertible. One of about 1,300 that came with a bench seat straight from the factory. It's a delete code paint colour, which is actually a Thunderbird colour, 1966 sapphire blue.
Tell us about that delete code.
Yeah, the delete code is basically when an owner walked into the showroom and said, listen, I'm not happy with the standard colours and I like that Shelby colour, I like that Thunderbird colour, how about I go with that? And they would say, yep, that's no problem, we can do that as an option and just put that down as a delete code car.
Fantastic, mate. This colour is absolutely spectacular.
It looks good in the sunshine.
And do you drive the car much at all?
I only take it out on sunny days, and that might be about once a month. So yeah, no, not very often. When you get a car that's in this good a condition, you want to try and keep it that way.
You don't want to wear her out, mate.
No, exactly right, exactly right.
And this engine doesn't look like any standard engine, mate.
No, she's a 302 crate motor brought in from the States, and the original 289 matching numbers motor that came with the car from factory. I've got it home on the engine stand, but yeah, this is a 302 motor to give me a little bit extra noise and a little bit extra punch.
Good stuff, mate. Nothing like having the roof down, the wind through your hair, and extra performance.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Good on you, mate. Well, thanks for talking to us, Luke.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Well, we're with Nez DeMay here, and he's the Australian Shelby Registrar. There's not much this bloke doesn't know about Shelbys. Great turnout here, isn't it, Nez?
It's fantastic, Glenn. Over 500 Mustangs, and to be honest with you, today we've broken the Australian record as well too, of the most Shelbys in Australia, which was held last year at 22 Shelbys. So this year we've got 28 Shelbys on the record, which is the record breaker. So thanks to all the Shelby owners. I thank them from the bottom of my heart. And in honour of Carol Shelby's passing, it's great to see so many of them about.
And for the viewers that haven't seen this car of yours before, tell us a bit about it.
Well, look, I've owned it nearly 9 years now, back in 2004. It's matching numbers, 67 GD 500, dark moss, green. It's a 4-time gold winning car, 2 state and 2 national gold winner as well too. So basically it's on display today and supporting the Shelby Nationals here, and also got the website running as well too, Glenn, which is the shelby.org.au website. And basically what I do in my role is basically we have 58 Shelby owners and 78 Shelbys on the website, and basically on the registry basically, and just to get in a grip of where the Shelbys are, which state and how many and all the rest of it, and they interact with one another as well too. But yeah, it's all good and a lot of support by the owners.
So if anyone wants to buy a Shelby or they own a Shelby, you're there to help?
Yeah, absolutely. I give a lot of advice on potential Shelby owners as well too, and that's what it's all about, is helping one another. And it's got to be, you know, 100% legal, and you know, I go and check the numbers like a GT Falcon, etc., and make sure that it's all original, and we need to make sure of that as well too.
Fantastic, Nez. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, mate. It's a great array of Shelbys here. Fantastic speaking to you and seeing your beautiful car again.
Well, thanks very much, Glenn, and keep up the good work with Gasolene Car Show as well too. Well done.
Thank you very much.
All the best. Thank you.
Well, here we are back at Rocket Industries once again, so let's go inside and take a look around. Well, I've got to be honest with you viewers, I never get sick of coming up here to Rocket Industries. There's always plenty of eye candy. And look at what I've stumbled across this time. This awesome Ford Motorsport 427 cubic inch engine. This thing makes 535 horsepower, and check this out, 545 foot-pound of torque. This thing would be an absolute torque monster and a tyre shredder. But you know what excites me about this engine? It's the all-new Boss 351 block. Even with the screw-in freeze plugs, just like in the old days on the Boss engines. Jeez, I love these things. It runs a full roller cam shaft, forged internals, great big steel balancer on the front here. It runs the all-aluminium Z-Series CNC ported cylinder heads on it. It's got a high volume sump on it. It's got 10.5 to 1 compression, so it's very pump fuel friendly. And don't you love these 427 Ford Motorsport Cobra rocker covers? They really suit this engine, don't they? And you'd have to agree, this thing would be an awesome engine for just about any platform, whether it be hot rod, street machine, or muscle car. I'd love to see this thing slot in a 69 fastback Mustang. I could just see myself behind the wheel. How much do you reckon this engine's worth? 19,000? 20,000? Think again, just under $12,000. You couldn't even build it for that. What a bargain. To download your free copy of the Rocket Industries and Aeroflow Performance Parts catalogues, go to the sponsor section at the Gasolene website. Click on the links and download away. With over 650 combined pages of performance parts and accessories, you're sure to find everything you need for your car.
You've been watching Gasolene.
Look like you're having a ball, mate.
Having a ball out there for sure. Wasn't committed enough though, mate, to go full throttle all around there. It's a bit rough now. It wasn't rough like that about 10 years ago, but that was a bit of a buzz.
Cool, mate. See you soon.
Thanks.
Well, here I am again with Craig Dean and the Mustang Motorsport Track Day, and what can I say? It's been 9 months now with the boss. It's gone through Winton, it's gone through Longford, and here we are at Calder Park, and what a fantastic day. The car's holding up absolutely beautifully. It's a little bit skatey out there, but that's making for some great sideways action. And then of course, this wonderful thing being the boss, it's made for the track, so it's absolutely humming today. And what a plethora of cars we've got today. We've got Camaros, we've got Mustangs, we've got everything. So it's just an absolutely fantastic day to be out. Thank you, Craig. Always happy to be a part of these things. So a wonderful day, and it looks like the weather might clear up at some point, so hopefully get a bit of a dry track.
Well, tides out here, it's pretty nice, and they just can't wait to get on the track here and just give their cars their best they can give it. So they're having a lot of fun, and it's been a real pleasure to put this on for them. So we're going to have another track day. You've got to stay tuned for that one.
Well, I found something pretty special here, a genuine 1970 Boss 302 Fastback Mustang, owned by Gary Anderson here, mate. Beautiful car.
Yeah,
Tell us all about it.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. What happened about 8 years ago, mate and I were having dinner one night, told me about this guy who had 40 Mustangs in his backyard in the States, in California. Couldn't recondition them all at one time, and he sold them off. Had a few Shelbys, convertibles, had a couple of these things. I bought one, brought it back. The motor was in the boot. I had the gearbox in the back seat. It was torn to shreds and everything else, and about 4 years ago I got on the road after a complete rebuild, right back to bare metal.
Did you do any of the restoration work yourself?
Yeah, I did all the rebuild myself. I didn't do the paint, of course. I did all the brakes, suspension, I did all the rebuild. Modern Plating did my plating. And as you know, GT Ford Performance, they did a lot of my Ford GT HO parts, which are in the car as well.
So a lot of that stuff interchanges with the Mustangs and the Australian GTs?
Yeah, well, a lot of it's Windsor anyway, as you know, and Cleveland. So Rocket Industries supplied all my rods and pistons and scat gear, which are just fantastic gear. And now I'm pushing over 475 horsepower and just over 300 kilowatts of the back wheels.
What's it feel like, this little Boss 302? I mean, they're a small engine, massive cylinder heads on them as far as port velocity goes.
Yes.
Do they lack torque down low, a real high revving thing?
Very torquey and very revvy. And because, again, the guys at Head Start Developments just gave it enough breathing just to make it torquey enough, you know? So, no, just a beautiful car and very nice to drive.
And how many 70 Bosses were actually produced in the 302?
Back in 1970, they produced about 7,300. Today, there's somewhere in the vicinity of about 1,400 left in the world. Very sought after motor car, as you know. Alan Moffat raced one in 1969. In 1970, they won the Trans Am Series with this particular car. So they are a very rare car, only manual, and no air conditioning, and this is a low spec car. No console, no louvers, nothing, but a lot of motor.
So basically the Boss 302 Mustang could be like an equivalent to our Phase 3 GT over here. Obviously the Phase 3 was only made in limited numbers, around 300, but it's a very similar type of vehicle. It was made for racing applications, wasn't it?
Yeah, they only bought them out in 69, 70, as I said, Glenn, so they were a very sought after car. They were a car that they're only built for racing, but they had to, because of numbers, they had to produce so many of them, but a very race-spec motor car.
Good stuff, mate, and that's why I want one day.
Yeah, we all want them.
Thanks a lot for talking to us, mate.
It's a pleasure, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, for those of you that have seen the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, this car is going to look familiar. This beautiful Eleanor replica owned by Barry Campbell here. Beautiful car, mate. Tell us all about it.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it's a nice little car I had built up. It's a 615 horsepower, 427 stroked out to from a 351. I'm running a 6-speed T56 in it. I've got a Fab 9 with 4-link rear end in it, and she handles quite good. Yeah.
What gears are you running down the rear end?
4.1s. Yeah.
Wow, she'd light the tyres up.
She does very good, but
in controlled conditions.
yes, of course, always. I had 3 9s in it, but with the cam in it, she was just rocking. So I dropped it to 4.1.
So on the highway when you were cruising, she was a little bit choppy.
Yes, yeah. You go to just back off the throttle and she'd rock. So
effectively, it's brought the RPM up a little bit at cruise and taken it out of that zone.
Yes, it has. Yeah, it's at 100 kilometres an hour, I'm sitting just over 2,000 RPM. So that's 6-speed, of course, but you don't get up there until you're in the on the freeway anyway. So
the car's basically been built for you from the ground up?
From ground up, all new panels and everything, all new wiring loom, just do it right. So yeah.
And do you drive the car much at all?
I've only done 1,000 Ks, so yeah. At first I was just going to trailer it, but yeah, put it on the road and drive it.
You want to enjoy it?
Yeah, I do. I actually had it built. My wife passed away 2 years ago, so I had it built for her. Everything like that as well. So
that's sad, mate. At least it's a nice tribute to her anyway.
It is, yeah. It's very good. So yeah.
And you've got a '68 Camaro as well, so you're on both sides of the fence, which is good.
Yeah, when I bought the Camaro, all my Ford mates ribbed me a bit and told me I was a traitor. So now I've got one of both. I keep everybody happy.
Can't go wrong, mate. Well, thanks very much for talking to us, Barry. It's been great to see the car.
Thanks very much, Glenn. Don't forget, watch the show.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Now here's an event to mark on your calendar for 2013, the Gasolene Muscle Car Expo. There's never been an event like this one, where some of Australia's very best concourse American and Australian muscle cars come together under one roof. Also featured by special invitation, barn finds, street machines, special interests and 50s classics. If you have a concourse standard muscle car or any vehicle that you think might be eligible to enter this event, then contact Michael Curson via the Gasolene website. This one is going to be huge. And now available on DVD, Gasolene Season 1. Call Michael Curson on the number below or check out the Gasolene website for details on purchasing this collection. And remember viewers, if you want to see past Gasolene episodes, go to shannons.com.au. Click on the Gasolene link and enjoy. And remember, this is a whole new season of Gasolene with new episodes every Tuesday night, 8:30 PM, Australia-wide.
Gasolene is proudly brought to you by Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors. I'm Michael Curson, producer, creator of Gasolene. Hope you enjoy.